What is going on? Hey everyone, JAZtrades here coming at you with another YouTube video. This one will be a cryptocurrency recap for the week, a prop futures recap for the week. And yeah, so as far as the prop firm futures is concerned, I did not do so well. Okay. Let me go ahead and load up some charts. We're up about 20% this week alone on the Babylon price. In the month, we're up 13%. In the last 3 months, we're up 27.7%. And in the last 24 hours, we're up 11.4%. Hitting a high of 62496 earlier today. Okay. Hold on. Let me just load this in. All right. So as far as Bitcoin goes, the technicals are pretty easy. As of right now, we're looking at a head and shoulders on Bitcoin. So I would say bearish for the next week or two. But considering the environment, all right, I wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at the higher time frame that it's overall bullish. Okay. I could see this playing out, the head and shoulders, maybe down to the 200-day moving average on the green here, okay, which is currently at $113,191. So we'll look out for that signal. All right, but it looks like Bitcoin is going to fall down to at least 113,000. But what's cool right now is, just give me a second. If you look at the Babylon chart, all right, it's going to do on the tether market, all right? When we look at it, daily, for example, I like where we're headed. Okay. I kind of like this. It's a solid W. All right. So we have a common ground, 4 cents. 3.5 to 4 cents is about as low as they're going to take it. All right. And with the altcoin season coming, I am pretty excited about it. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the Bitcoin dominance. All right. It's way up today. But all in all, it is still bearish. Okay. Kind of bullish there, but I do believe that it will be stopped by the 50-day moving average right here. Okay, 58.92. But yeah, I mean, if we look at the monthly, all right, which is even farther out, the last time it happened like this, okay, was back in 2021, and we all know what happened in 2021. Okay? We all do. It was one of the biggest, fattest altcoin seasons ever. just like in 2018. I believe that there will be another alt season where good projects are here to stick around. Good projects, and the only good project that I see and I'm really excited about that is undervalued is Babylon. So obviously do your own research, but if we look at the daily, there's a solid W on Babylon. Looks bullish. I could see it going to 11, 12 cents in the next 5, 10 weeks. All right. And I might be downplaying that. There's a lot of interest in this coin. Currently around 31.14 million tether. Okay. Says it down here. It's a lot. And if we look at the overall volume right now, it's anywhere between 12 million to 80 million. Okay, on this move up. Kind of small on the move down, but on the move up, a lot of volume. All right. That basically tells me bullish divergence in volume. Okay. And we're looking at an explosion up. Maybe a short squeeze, because there's a lot of futures markets that represent this coin. Okay. Binance being one of them. They also have a bunch of futures markets for this coin. All right. It's literally everywhere. Okay. It's got about 3 pages of exchanges here. You can see here, even the volume here is exciting. Okay. And this is where the volume is super low. So I wouldn't do any of these. Okay. But top 2 pages. All right. I like to get my Babylon on Kraken, the regulated exchange, since I'm American. But, you could do anything really. I'm going to drink some water. So for those of you who don't know what Babylon is, they are basically revolutionizing the Bitcoin finance space by creating a trustless way of staking your Bitcoin. Okay? No counterparty risk. It's just decentralized and a trustless way to stake your Bitcoin. And the plan with Babylon, its actual protocol, is to expand this backed Bitcoin into secured networks called Bitcoin Secured Networks. And this volume is going to be spread across Ethereum and SUI. And in the future, I'm sure other projects like Solana and BNB. Okay. But yeah. The most recent news is that Gumi staked Bitcoin on Babylon Protocol. Okay. They're a gaming giant. They invest about 1 billion yen, which is around $7 million into Bitcoin. Okay. And, they staked it with Babylon. So there you go. A trustless way of staking. All right. If you go to the actual website, there isn't much on it. But if you go to Babylon Labs, right here, 58,809 Bitcoin staked, 6.74 billion. That's all I'm going to say about this project. I have gassed up this project up and down, okay, for months. I believe in this project. I believe it will make millionaires, okay? But again, do your own research. But this is what I am investing in. It's the most exciting project, hands down, in the world right now. It's just my opinion. But I think with this protocol, it'd be like the chain link for smart contracts. But in this case, it will be like the chain link for all Bitcoin finance. And everything has to run through Babylon since it's a trustless way of staking your Bitcoin. self-custodial. All right. This is what Bitcoiners want, what they need. Okay. You got Bitcoin security, Bitcoin liquidity, Bitcoin community. All right. It says receive rewards by locking Bitcoin in a technically secure way to help validate other blockchains. No wrapping, no pegging, no bridging to another network. And it all happens within your own wallet. This is what Bitcoiners want, and this is what Bitcoiners are going to need if they want to earn a yield on their BTC. Okay? These are all the backers, including Galaxy, all right, which is huge. But you got Polychain, Bullish, HackVE, Castle Island Ventures, Framework, OKX Ventures. These are all venture capitalists supporting this new technology. Okay? I don't see how this can fail. We got even more backers right here. And it keeps going. All right? I don't know if you're familiar with any of these massive companies, but these are venture capitalists and capital firms, and they're huge. Absolutely huge. Major. There's even more. Web3.com Ventures. All right? Let's just look up one of these. Let's just look it up. Web3.com Ventures. A venture fund built by founders for founders. Every stage. Portfolio. Wow. Let's look it up. Babylon, right? Looking for Babylon. There it is. It takes us right to the page. Investing in funds we believe in. Wow. Really cool. So, okay. Lombard. Their portfolio on Lombard is big. We all know Lombard BTC in the top 100, right? Oh, man, guys. I am so excited to be, joining this project with others, okay? And this is currently their ecosystem, Babylon's ecosystem. Unbelievable. I'm excited. I'm super excited to see the future of Babylon grow. You know what's on here? Persistence token, which is something I've been talking about a little bit on this show too. Persistence is pretty cool. They're a validator network, like Say and others, but it is gambling a lot on. I can't believe they still say P-Stick is still on them. But remember when P-Stick went up 11x? Took my profits there. I'm glad I did. All right, I sold at 12 cents. 11, 12 cents. Or anywhere between 8 to 12 cents is when I sold. And now it's at 3, so I'm glad I sold that. But the reason why I sold is because they were saying that they were separating from Babylon. That they're going to go down an artificial intelligence route, which is fine. There's persistence right there. It's a liquid staking hub for POS assets. I do think that persistence will be a big project in the future, but still holding on for that. Anyway, yeah. So what's going on in the crypto world? My crypto investment Babylon is at 6.1. I was investing really heavily down here in this area, and again really heavily in this area, just accumulating Bitcoin or Babylon, in the hopes that Babylon takes off like a bat out of hell. I've ridden many coins up and have suffered consequences on the way down. So I just want to be clear when I say that after this coin does go up 50 to 100x, which is what these coins usually do, all right, I'm going to sell for a profit. Bottom line, I'm going to take my chips off the table as the coin goes up because I know that in crypto, there's a bear market and the bull market for altcoins is really quick when it happens. So I will be taking my profits, but also looking for other opportunities in different coins. I like to invest in the POW networks because those usually take off last. When I say last, I mean last, like they usually take off last. So I do think we see at least a 10x in this token in the short term. I don't know particularly when, but I know the altcoin season is here, and I do think that Babylon could take off 10x in the short term. But we're going to have to see if Babylon pulls off the impossible, right? Which is their liquid protocols taken off, right? Like Lombard, being able to use that liquidly in the Babylon chain for the Babylon chain, okay? If the technology works, I don't see why people wouldn't go crazy for this token. But then again, you know, I could be wrong. The numbers aren't lying, and the Bitcoin is massive. There's massive interest, okay? So when this does happen, and Babylon does pull off their roadmap, okay, which I'm going to pull that up. Just give me a second. When they do pull off the impossible, okay, which is already possible, you can say. All right. Hold on. Let's see here. Babylon finishes. Please announce the upcoming baby bonus staking reward airdrop for Phase 1 Bitcoin stakers who successfully transitioned to Phase 2. That's what I hate, bro. Peace stake. All right, let's see. Babylon Learn Center. Okay, they said 6.1 billion. Numbers don't lie. New all-time high. Now it's even higher. We voted not too long ago. I'll just show you guys. We voted not too long ago for a proposal, and that worked. It went through. Basically, that proposal was to use the rewards that people get to deflate the Babylon token. Okay? Instead of rewarding customers, stakers, you know, etc. We're going to use the rewards to actually burn the tokens. And it's worth noting that what's it called again? Hyperliquid did the same thing in their governance. Okay, it's important to understand that. They made that important, so I'm making it important. All right? Yeah. What if native Bitcoin could power lending, stablecoins, and perps, all without bridges or custodians? Trustless Bitcoin vaults make it possible. This is one thing they're working on. And I have to look for the... thing here. Where is it? You know, I took a picture. I'm going to send it to myself. Just give me a second, everybody. basically I want to show you guys the roadmap. I gotta find it. Just okay. Yeah, let's see here. I'm trying to find it, guys. Let's see. Dude, I know it's there somewhere. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, that was big news too. Yeah, that was big. Yeah. That was a phase 1 staking. You know what? It's in their video. It's in the video. We're just going to go to their video. Yeah, this is huge, guys. Not really that much explanation needed, but I want to show you guys the roadmap. Bitcoin staking Babylon. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I know where it is. I'm just going to have to... Wait a second. It was here. Alright, I'm just going to go to the end. Okay, so September is their EVM testnet. All right, Bitcoin Renaissance in Singapore. Then in October, so next month, is going to be their multi-staking mainnet. This is when we're going to see all the Bitcoin come in, and it become a mainnet process for everyone to stake their Bitcoin. No more registrations, just full-on staking your Bitcoin. Okay, I think there's going to be 100,000+ Bitcoin. I saw it on their website before. Swear to God. Okay. So, I'm telling the truth. But yeah, I think when the mainnet comes out, there's going to be over 100,000 Bitcoin because they had about 70,000 registered last I checked. It's not available on their website anymore. But yeah, I mean, this is their roadmap. Okay. So far. Hold on. Then in November is their EVM mainnet. And then December will be their trustless Bitcoin Vault testnet. And then come next year, 2026, first quarter of 2026, okay, is when we're going to see like the massive all these Bitcoins are going to be available for use all over the DeFi world. And I do believe that most of the Bitcoin is going to want to be staked with Babylon because it's trustless and there's no third-party risk, no counterparty risk at all whatsoever. This is where I think this investment is going, okay? Major. At least 100x. Could be 200, 300x, like Theta. But super exciting project, okay? This is their testnet so far and their current timeline. But they did say in 2026 is when all of these Bitcoin secure networks are going to be available on other networks like Ethereum and Solana, etc. Okay? Sorry, I'm just drinking some water here. Tastes good. Okay. So that is going to be my investment. You guys, the easiest way to check that out is on CoinGecko, CoinGecko.com. All right, where you can check out Babylon. It's at 6.2. Okay, portfolio is growing, and they have all these news events here. I will keep you guys updated as the news comes along and the price goes up. To the moon we go, baby. Hell yeah. Still in the live, so we're going to yeah, we're just going to go over the prop firms now. Okay. So, as you guys know, I've been taking the Tradeify test, okay? And unfortunately, I did fail my previous accounts, okay? The mistake was I went too big, even though I told myself I was only going to do 1 micro at a time. And unfortunately, things just went to shit. So I lost, but we're back in the game. Got 5 more accounts, and we're up $147. Okay? So, in hindsight, I only have to make $1,500 now in order to take a $5,000 profit. All right? But I like Tradeify because they allow you to have 5 accounts. And, yeah. We're going to get into a trade tonight. I do think we're going to go down. Looks like Bitcoin's going to go down, so I think we're going to go down. I do think that Bitcoin has a bigger impact on markets these days. So I'm going to open up a 1 micro short here. Especially because we created a double top high. And it looks like we're going to go down again before London session. Oops, that's annoying. So that. There we go. Each account has 1 micro. All right, 1 micro short. Entry at 6715.25. Okay. Stop is going to be at 6732. Let's make it 35 for good measure. Okay. And we're just going to ride this short, hopefully by tomorrow. I will keep this trade up, okay? But for those of you who have any questions, do not be afraid to ask. JAZtrades here, coming at you with this live, okay? I'm going to play some music in the background, so hope you guys are cool with that. Let's just find something.
I've been treading water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. I won't hide to break apart. Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. Un partidaje When I'm blue, I think of you in your eyes, how they look at mine, so kinda like that. You slow down time and everything's just fine. I was ocean swimming with just wishbone, thinking of my life, the vision drifting by, until I found a lighthouse in your heart, shining like a beacon of bright stars. How did life go wandering far, until I found a lighthouse in your heart, guiding me out the When I'm scared, I send a flare and you're here in a flash. When I ask, oh dear love, where did we come from? You say the light is on. I had the will and mission, but the wrong position. I was open, praying for a sign, until I found a lighthouse in your heart, shining like a beacon of bright stars. How did life go Just break my heart. To laughter and long nights we left behind. We were young, wild under open skies, chasing horizons with open eyes. Yeah, I walk along where we once ran, through streets that still hold the shape of our planes. The skyline feels like a friend I knew, holding the echoes of me and you. The skyline's glowing, takes me back in time, to laughter and long nights we left behind. We were young, wild under open skies, chasing horizons with open eyes. Are you ready? Along where we once ran, through streets that still hold the shape of our planes. The skyline feels like a friend I knew, holding the echoes of me and you. Where we once ran, through streets that still hold the shape of our planes. The skyline feels like a friend I knew, holding the echoes of me and you. That's me.
relics of kingdoms past and crowns of ancient kings. I've heard stories of distant lands, realms I long to reach. Your voice, it beckons me to go to worlds unexplored, to leave behind my home and wander.
Hey, you, don't you worry about a thing. Oh no, every day is just a brand new start. Just follow your heart. So many dreams are waiting for you. Sing, hey, it's okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day. It's okay. So live your life and live your way. Your way, your way. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, live your life. Gotta live it your way. Hey, you, I know sometimes things may seem unclear. Trust yourself and you will know, my dear. Oh, I know that it's not easy, nothing is. Sing, hey, it's okay. Tomorrow's gonna be a new day. It's okay. So live your life and live your way. Your way, your way. It's okay, it's okay. Oh, live your life. Gotta live it your way.
Hey, Thirst, come drop that.
Exclusive.
Feathers been calling, my enemies stalling, my people been balling, my team we been wildin'. Canada 100, we use basic tools. Strategies moving where we gotta move. There wasn't no option, no time on the clock, and no setting it back, and we gotta get profit. I'm standing on top of the glory, the road. We was just rebels, ain't do what was told. When they asked me how we leveled up, without us getting stuck, we just muscled up. This game spin, no one gotta tighten up, gotta muscle up, or you will get stuck in this game. Falling, I'm balling on top of that mountain. I'm on and I'm calling my mama to tell her I'm good. I'm surrounded by family like back in the hood. I was falling from grace, I was misunderstood. Hey, the pressure will sit you right down, but I stood up. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. On the balcony screaming, they just let me be. Had to slow it down. What goes around comes around. Oh, the frequency different now. I was going through different rounds. Hey, it's crazy, the progress is hitting now. Ain't no sitting and lost and found. I found what I lost in a minute now. I was on the wrong path, I admit it now. My only option was to get it now.
I got it on both and I learned from the losses. My failure was friendship, I saw it was ghosting. Started like everyone had certain tools. Only difference is I knew what to do. Now everyone calling when progress is stolen. My stock is slowing, my life it ain't boring. Ain't no more hitting me up when you lose. When it's time to wake up, see you hitting a snooze.
When they ask me how we leveled up, without us getting stuck, we just muscled up. This game spin, no one gotta tighten up, gotta muscle up, or you will get stuck in this game.
I wish I could tell you that I want you here with me, but you'll never love me like the way we used to be. Too far from Saturn, lost in the patterns. Where's the stars align so we could be free? Palms are sweaty, knees unsteady. I can't see my head on straight. Heart is heavy, wasn't ready. Don't think I can see your face. Now we're just friends. How long till that ends? It feels like forever away. It won't
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through? For you, 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 won't you let the light shine through? For you, for you. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through? For you, for you, for you, for you, for you,
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm not replacing it burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it
Those celestial messengers reminding us that even the smallest rock can have a hand at sculpting worlds. Asteroid. rock can have a hand at sculpting worlds.
On s'aperçut un cheval. Space, space, on the space, 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 on the space, space.
What is up, everybody? I am currently up $92.50, 30 minutes into London session. That's a pretty good freaking return on this trade. I'm going to take my profit. Take my profit with flying colors. I see. It's $25 to open up those 5 shorts. But if we were to go to another challenge, we're up $91 in total. Pretty sweet. That's currently $450 on this trade. Pretty exciting if you think about it. We'll go ahead and sell it now. All right, if you guys have any questions, just let me know. So far, we're doing pretty good this week. And Babylon is just kind of struggling a little to make a move. But I can see one all the way down to 5.6, so that makes sense. The powers that be, man, they're trying to keep this shit down, even though the volume is $40 to $80 million, which is pretty crazy. Volume is picking up, not as it goes down, but as it goes up. That is a bullish divergence. Volume is high as it goes up. Volume is low as it goes down. That is bullish. And this is overall a huge W pattern on the daily chart. I know this coin is brand new. It came out in May of this year. But because of the Bitcoin dominance falling and the alt season coming around the corner, I am waiting for this coin to hit $4 to $6. 4 to 6. If the low is 0.04, 0.037, right? $3.70 is probably a good target. Okay. If it does end up going lower, obviously I'll be buying it up. But doesn't look like it's going to do that. It looks like it's going to go up from here. And I don't see why this coin wouldn't take off like a bat out of hell, especially because the TVL right now is $6.74 billion. Okay? 6.74. 6.64 now. Okay? That's exciting. I think we're looking at a revolution under our feet. The Bitcoin finance protocols, as well as the oracle for it all, and that would be Babylon, the trustless Bitcoin staking method that everyone has been waiting for. Not bad. All right, guys, so that will be the end of my stream. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and listening.